Guys, hey everyone. Let me know if you can see me now. I don't know what just happened. I'm pretty sure I had this stream set up correctly and it just did not work. I think you guys can see me, right? Can y'all see me? It's still not showing up on my end. I see the ad. Oh, okay. Y'all can see me. Okay, let's get into this, you guys, because I took the weekend to just relax. I got extremely dehydrated. I got exhausted like from the first week of school and everything that was going on. And I had to relax this weekend, but there was some drama going on in the Teen Mom world because not only did David and Janelle bust up and they were literally going at it on social media all weekend. And we're going to talk about that next. The next stream we're going to talk about their drama, but this one I thought was more important. And even though I've been kind of keeping more of an eye on the David and Janelle thing, and I just found out about Caitlyn releasing this audio this morning, I was like, we got to do this first. We got to do this first. So let me give you guys a rundown of what's happening because I don't know if you guys remember, but back like a month ago, okay, let me see what day this was. On June 29th, I did a live stream where I showed you guys an IG live that Kate's brother did. Caitlyn Lau Baltierra from Team Mom, she has a brother named Nicholas. We all remember Nicholas. Nicholas was a little cute blind guy, right? When Kate and Tyler got married, he was the one that was crying, and she's like, "What's wrong, bud?" He goes, "You're just so pretty." That guy, right? Well, he's not really been on the show that much. Here, let's do this. Every once in a while, right? But he popped up. He has a YouTube channel, right? And he talks about his experience on the show. I'm not gonna lie. He says he's trying to make a name for himself outside of the show, but it is my personal opinion that he does use the show because he kind of starts like first off, his name on YouTube is Nicholas MTV. Every video he starts off is, "Hey Nicholas, you guys know me from MTV show Teen Mom. I'm Caitlyn's little brother." So he does kind of harp on it, but the main thing that he says is, "I want to make a name for name for myself outside of Teen Mom or whatever." Anyways, like a month ago, Nicholas goes on IG Live, or maybe it was TikTok. No, it was IG Live, just going off about Caitlyn and Tyler, right? Just literally saying that they have stolen money from their children to pay their taxes, saying that Caitlyn has accused him of theft when he didn't steal, that it was really Tyler's nephew, and they forced him to do a lie detector test that was inconclusive, but that he was telling the truth, that Tyler's nephew basically like threatened to unalive him if he did not claim that he stole this microphone from Kate and Tyler, right? In this live, he said so many things. He said Tyler is gay. He's like, Tyler's been gay. Caitlyn knows that Tyler's gay. Tyler's gay with his friend Sick World. And that's why every time Tyler takes off to wherever it is that Sick World lives, that Kate's like stressed out about it. That Kate has even considered like following Tyler to see like what he's doing over there. He said so many things. He put their business out there. And a lot of people's like, well, Caitlyn put their business out there first, which she did. So Caitlyn put a post on her IG Live where she basically just said like that she was struggling to deal with her family because let me see if I can find it. If it's still up. Yes. So let me give you guys a rundown of that. Okay. This woman right here, Judy, a few months back, you guys, probably the first week in June, from my understanding, Caitlyn and Tyler got to go see Carly, their adoptive daughter, Carly. And they invited Nick and April along with them. Now, from my understanding, like, April was going to get to see Carly, but they also brought them around to kind of help out with the other girls as well, right? Well, while they were visiting with Carly, with Brandon and Teresa in tow, from my understanding, April decided to drink, and that upset. I'm having memory loss, I swear. That upset Caitlyn. It upset Caitlyn that her mom was drinking because Caitlyn has set a boundary that her mom is not allowed to drink in front of her. And the reason she has this boundary is because growing up, her mom was an alcoholic and her mom would get really, really, really mean when she drank. And she would be verbally abusive, in my opinion, more than verbally abusive. So Caitlyn set this boundary with her mom years ago. Like, listen, I love you, but I cannot be around you when you drink. So that was a boundary that was set. April has kind of held to it for the most part, slipping here and there. But from my understanding, at this visitation with Carly, while in the presence of Brandon and Teresa and Carly, April decided to drink, which really upset Caitlyn. Caitlyn kind of vented to a family friend about it, about the fact that she got upset and that she was going to confront her mom with it and say, like, that's a boundary. Why did you drink? It upset me. It stressed me out. La di da di da. Well, before she could go to April and tell April that, April found out that Cate had said something. So April's mom, Judy, messages Cate. And basically, this is what Judy said. And we've already went over this, but I'm just going to give a quick rundown again. This is what Judy, mind you, Judy has not had a relationship with Cate since Cate put Carly up for adoption. And you guys probably can't see this. I'm trying to zoom in as much as possible. But Judy, this is April's mom, who has not had a relationship with Cate since right after she gave Carly up for adoption. She says, hey, you never have to worry about me crashing your fake reunion because if I wanted to be there, I would have. You are disrespectful and toxic as hell. Hell, you can't even forgive your brother when you've already forgiven all the people who have ripped you off and allowed them in your life and the kids. First off, Judy does not use proper punctuation. This is one long sentence. You have a lot of crap in your past. We all do. I put the crap with you in the past several years ago. That's what she claims, but she still don't talk to her granddaughter other than this disrespectful message. So I don't know. She said, sad thing is how you treat your mom. So sad. And your grandfather. He never done anything to you. Block me, badmouth me, whatever you are going to do. Whatever, you are never going to change the fact that you have my blood flowing through your veins. Just remember the statement years ago that made you not care about me and mine. So this is the statement that she's reminding Caitlyn. She's like, remember what I told you a while back that made you not want to have anything to do with me? This was the statement that Grandma Judy told Caitlyn. We don't give up our blood. I think I would have to distance myself from that person as well. I would be like Grandma Judy, if you would have did a better job raising April, maybe April wouldn't have had all the issues that she had, then maybe I wouldn't have got pregnant, or maybe if I would have got pregnant, my child would have had a stable home for me to raise that child in. I don't know, but Judy, it looks like you messed up somewhere along the lines as well, right? Either way, this woman has not even had a relationship with Caitlyn since right after she gave Carly up for adoption. So she messages her even more. Karma is always out there. Sad, 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 Cate, sad. When they want to be a part of your life. Me, I gave up on that years ago. I tried. You're just a sad soul. And I hope you find peace with your life, Judy. No need to reply. You can block me. I'm done. Good. Now you live with you how you disrespect my family. Toxic you at all levels. Call me text queen. It was just a mess. And then Nick messages Cate. And he says, you do know that we called mom to make sure we wouldn't interrupt your time, right? You listen and believe what you want to believe, but it's all hearsay. We called mom to make sure that we wouldn't see y'all. No sense of being mad at mom for something she didn't even do, which from my understanding, she was mad at her for drinking while they were at their visitation with Carly. You didn't even talk to mom at all before jumping to the chase, calling her disrespectful and talking crap. So there, he's like, oh, you went off talking crap about mom. But in reality, from my understanding, she talked to a family friend or a family member. She talked to a family member, said, we went to this visitation with Carly and mom drank. And I'm upset about it. I have this boundary. Mom's not supposed to drink, but she did. And I'm upset. So she tells Nick, this has nothing to do with you. And he's like, yes, it does. It has everything to do with me. It's my mom. And she's like, Nick, whatever. And he says, you don't even treat her like a mom at all. She says, okay, bye. And And he goes, okay, bye. You're mad. You got caught. You got caught talking crap. Don't talk it if you can't walk it. Which that comment right there tells you that he's a child. Don't talk it if you can't walk it. Okay. She said, I'm mad. People came at me today, like WTF. So the way that it seems, though, is Cate just vented to someone about what her mom did. It got back to her mom. Judy came at her. Nick came at her. April calls. And they get into this big altercation. So Cate puts that part of it up, and she's just like, I'm just tired of dealing with my family that don't respect my boundaries, and they're rude, they're disrespectful, and this is what I have to deal with. And at some point, I need to cut them off, right? Even Coach B commented on this and was like, yeah. Or no, not Coach B, Dr. Jen Mann. Dr. Jen Mann commented on this and said, this is not good for your mental health. They are not respecting your boundaries. Their communication is abrasive and mean-spirited. You don't need this in your life. You work way too hard to have your peace. It's time for you to mourn the loss of the family that you wish that you had so that you can let go of the one that you actually do have. Fortunately for you, you picked a great man in Tyler Baltierra, and the two of you have created a beautiful family. Both of you do the work in your own therapy to make sure that your communication with each other and your kids is at a higher level than this. So sorry that you are going through such pain with your family of origin. Sending you big therapy hugs. This is a therapist that commented on this, like seeing like Granny message her. Even the therapist is saying this was a mean spirited message. It was abrasive. You got to do away with it, right? So after Cate put those messages up, her brother Nicholas goes buck wild on Instagram. And that's where he makes all those wild allegations that, they owe a bunch of back taxes. And to pay that off, they stole money from their kids. And what he means by that is their kids obviously have like trust funds from the show. And he's saying that they took money out of their trust funds to pay off their taxes, and says that Tyler fat shames Cate, blah, 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 right? It was bad. I did a whole video about it. I won't link it if you haven't seen it. And then like 2 days later, he comes back and he makes an apology video. And the whole video is over on his channel right here. It's called Dear Caitlyn, right there. Now, what he says in this video, though, is, I apologize. I reacted out of anger. Like, when I responded, I was very emotional. I was upset. Like, I will go to bat for my mom against anyone. And he says, I love my sister. And he says, I apologize for everything that I said, but I stand by everything that I said. So he stands by, the fact that he's saying that Tyler cheats on Caitlyn with Stick World. He stands by calling them, thieves, stealing from their own children. He stands by all that. But he says, the real problem is not with Cate. It's with Tyler. And he says, the real problem is with Tyler. He doesn't like us. He's never liked us. And he fat shames my sister. He fat shames my sister. And that is not okay. That is his apology, you guys. Well, today on Caitlyn's Instagram, she puts up that clip of Nicholas's apology, saying, I have a problem with Tyler. The real problem is Tyler because he fat shames my sister. She puts that up, and then right behind that, she puts up an audio of him calling her a fat ass, going off. When she called her mom to try to settle things, she calls her mom. She's on the phone with her mom, and then Nick, who was 16, 17 years old, is in the background blah, 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 blah. So she's like, what is that little bird? What? And I have literally taken the audio. I've removed the background noise. I've increased the audio, and I've added closed captioning so you guys can hear it a little bit better, because on the one that she put up, you can't really understand everything that's being said. Now, she only put up a short segment just really to highlight, listen, you can't claim to have problems with my husband for fat shaming me when you really have fat shamed me. Okay, so let's watch what she put up, because it's wild. I'm actually going to show y'all her clip first, and then we'll watch my clip that has where you can kind of hear it better. But this is her clip.
Don't like what she's become over the years, and I don't blame her. I want to make that very clear. The problem isn't my sister. It's the person she's married to. I used to love Tyler, but I feel like Tyler doesn't like us, and he's never really tried to hide that. But recently my feelings towards Tyler have changed. I don't like Tyler because of the way he treats my sister. I can't and won't respect a man who tells my sister that he'll love her no matter what, and then proceeds to call her a heifer. A person who says that he doesn't care how she feels. A person that would constantly drag her down about her weight and make her cry herself to sleep. She couldn't eat a slice of pizza without Tyler telling her that he's afraid of how big she'll get.
I see.
Okay. Asking why you didn't answer her.
Who the fuck is this little bird? Anyways.
Shut the fuck up, fat ass. You don't hear no fucking bird, you fucking fat, you fucking bitch. Don't fucking talk. I asked you.
I love my sister.
Trigger warning. I forgot to say trigger warning. Now we're gonna listen to it where you can hear it a little bit better because I removed all the background noise. But let me go find it really quickly, and then I'll come back and I'll read what she had to say. Okay. Like, boy, I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I feel like Mama April should have been like, son, watch your mouth and apologize to your sister ASAP. Is what should have happened in my opinion. Just my opinion. The fact that she did not address Nicholas at all, just like, what? Like, he should have been reprimanded right then. Why is it so little? I don't know. Okay.
Hello everybody, my name is Nick, and I'm Caitlyn Baltierra's little brother.
Let me slow it down for y'all a little bit.
Last week, my family and all of our problems went viral on social media after my sister leaked screenshots out of context that was posted to her Instagram with nearly 5 million followers. I chose to respond to all this while I was still angry and in the heat of the moment. I said some things about my sister's finances and some stuff about Tyler that was not my place to say. And while I maintain the things that I said were true, it wasn't my place to talk about, and so I wanted to start off this video by apologizing to my sister. I'm sorry, and I thought I would make a video addressing where I was coming from. And a lot of these problems are between Caitlyn and my mom, which I could choose to stay out of, but it's hard for me to stay out of, because I love my mom and I'm so proud of all the progress she's made through the years. Was she a perfect mom? No. Does she have a lot of regrets when it comes to her children? Of course. There's been so many of our moments captured on camera that it's become easy to vilify a person without knowing them. My mother used to struggle with mental health and depression, and she has since pulled herself away from that. So whenever I see somebody trying to bully her, I take offense to that. I love my sister. I just don't like who she's become over the years. And I don't blame her. I want to make that very clear. The problem isn't my sister. It's the person she's married to. I used to love Tyler, but I feel like Tyler doesn't like us, and he's never really tried to hide that. But recently my feelings towards Tyler have changed. I don't like Tyler because of the way he treats my sister. I can't and won't respect a man who tells my sister that he'll love her no matter what, and then proceeds to call her a heifer. A person who says that he doesn't care how she feels. A person that would constantly drag her down about her weight and make her cry herself to sleep. She couldn't eat a slice of pizza without Tyler telling her that he's afraid of how big she'll get. To make comments about how people with weight problems disgust him. Completely undermining a group of people who are battling with their own addiction.
I see.
Okay. Asking why you didn't answer her.
Who the fuck is this little bird? Anyways.
Shut the fuck up, fat ass. You don't hear no fucking bird, you fucking fat, you fucking bitch. Don't fucking talk. I asked you.
So I edited it kind of the wrong way. It should have been bigger and it should have been a little bit louder, but you still see the closed captions. He literally says, to fat shame someone, you are literally picking on like people that like don't deserve it. What was it that he said? I mean, the last statement was kind of like, yeah, I agree. But then for him to go
sleep. She couldn't eat a slice of pizza without Tyler telling her that he's afraid of how big she'll get. To make comments about how people with weight problems disgust him. Completely undermining a group of people who are battling with their own addiction.
Completely undermining a group of people who were battling with their own addiction, mental health, whatever. But here you go, Nicholas.
I see.
Okay. Asking why you didn't answer her.
Who the fuck is this little bird? Anyways.
Shut the fuck up, fat ass. You don't hear no fucking bird, you fucking fat, you fucking bitch. Don't fucking talk. I asked you.
Like, what? So Caitlyn, who is like 30 years old, is on the phone with her mom. They're trying to sort out their issues. And here comes little birdie. That's kind of the way that I would look at it as well. Little bird. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's a very well-spoken teenager when, he's not yelling, belligerent. Exactly. Or fat shaming his sister. 100%. Or accusing his brother of being gay. Here's the thing. If your brother-in-law is gay and he has a family, why would you out him anyways? And that would be something that he would be dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not your job to do that. So anyways, when the audio starts, Caitlyn says, I see. Amber says, okay. And then Nicholas is in the background saying, why won't she just answer the question? She's asking you didn't answer her. That's what he says. And then Cate says, who the F is this little bird anyways? Obviously, saying like, why is there somebody chirping in our conversation? And then she quickly says, anyways, like whatever, anyways. And then he says, shut the F up, fat butt. Call me a effing bird, you effing fat, stupid, effing bitch. So effing funny. And then April doesn't even acknowledge the fact that her 16, 17-year-old son just like cursed and fat shamed his sister. She goes back to talking to Cate. I asked you. April doesn't care at all. In my opinion, she feels the same way. Still as a grandmother. Something should have been said right then. He should have been like, oh, no. Even if you're fighting with each other, it should have been an automatic, we don't talk that way. Even if we're mad, like, come on, that's too much, Now let's go back to her Instagram, because a lot of people was like, but Tyler did fat shame you, So she responds to people saying that. She says, for the last time, my husband has never called me fat or fat shamed me. Crap is edited. And do you really think I would stay with someone that speaks down on me? Heck no. What type of woman would that make me while I'm literally raising little girls? It's ridiculous. But here I am again. So a lot of people keep bringing up this clip that was on the show where it appears like he calls her a heifer, right?
I love my sister.
Hold on. This is where she like really responds and explains. I think it's right here. She like explains what happened. Like she explains the scene was cut. She was like, she said they used to have. Okay. No. She said they used to have a production. Whoever was like with them during like filming or whatever. She said one of our staff members, production, whatever, used to constantly try to talk to me about my weight. Like constantly brought up my weight. Does it bother you? Does it bother him? She said they constantly brought it up. So that's why for a while it seemed like we talked about it so much because production was constantly bringing it up. But she explains that there was clips like taken out of context and like there was clips not shown. Maybe this is where it is. All right. Didn't your husband call you a heifer on TV? No. He said, I don't want to be married to no heifer. Let's see. Tyler has never called me a heifer. All right. I literally asked him right after he answered our producer's question because the producer asked him a question about like her gaining weight. And he was like, well, I don't want to be married to a heifer. And then she said she asked him, well, do you think I'm a heifer? While laughing. And then he said, oh my God, honey, no. I laughed and said, well, okay then. But they, of course, did not show that part. However, I know you people will believe whatever you want to believe, even when the truth is coming right from my own mouth. He explained in a live that MTV made it look like he did by cutting out their conversation that happened prior, which I can believe this. I can believe this. I've heard about this happening a lot. I've talked to people on these shows that will tell you, like, I wasn't making that face when they said X, Y, and Z. I made it when they said this, but they put it here to make it look like I was like making that face for, at this person for saying this. So I can believe that. And to find out that they had a member of production that constantly brought up Cate's weight to film it and would get, how do you feel about your weight? Do you feel like you're gaining too much weight? What do you think about her weight, Tyler? How do you, like, that's kind of sick. Like, this girl's already dealing with her mental health issues, and for you to constantly bring that up, like, what? Of course, the production was clickbaiting them. They do it for views. That is why I don't watch it anymore. It's all edited fake crap. It's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. Kay was on live this weekend with Tyler, and she said she asked Tyler to Oh, yeah, I did see where she told Tyler when she decided she wanted to like lose weight for the wedding, she asked Tyler to like hold her accountable. Um, she was like, she got to the point where she wanted to lose weight, not Tyler, like not for Tyler, but so she could feel good. And it was like getting ready for their wedding or whatever. And she asked Tyler to hold her accountable. She's like, hey, keep an eye out for me. If you see me doing too much, let me know. Um, so it seems that's really sad that if that is the case, and I do believe it, if that's the case, it's sad because that label is forever going to be stuck on Tyler that he called his wife a heifer. That's something, even if he didn't, she can explain it until the cows come home. And guess what? There's going to be people that don't see her explanation, or that despite hearing the explanation, they're never going to believe it. They're going to believe that he really called her a heifer. But what is so wild is the fact that this little brother is like, no, he fat shames my sister. I can't be okay with him calling my sister a heifer when you literally called her a fat ass. Little boy. I don't know. He needs a paddling or something. Like, that is wild. And not only that, the fact that April, I'm just going to say this. April, not that she'll ever watch, but he should have been sent to his room and his phone taken away or something like that. Talking like that, especially in your presence. Like, especially in your presence. If my child, I thought my son said ASS over the weekend, and I was like, what did you say? But he said Bass. He said, our last name is Bass, right? So he said something like the little Bass kids, because my older two kids don't have the same last name as the little kids because they have a different dad. And he was talking about his younger siblings by my husband. So he said something about the little Bass kids. I thought he said the little, and I'm like, what? And he was like, you heard what I said, huh? I'm like, I don't think I heard what you said. And he was like, Mama, yeah. And I'm like, what? And he's like, the little Bass kids. And I'm like, oh, I thought you said the little. And he's like, no. So if he would have said that, though, I mean, it took me a minute to like, but if he would have, I would have like, you need to go to your room and think about that, because that's disrespectful already for a child to talk in front of their mom like that, and then to talk to their sibling like that. Not only the cursing, but the fat shaming. No, like, what kind of man are you over there raising, April? For him to feel like it's okay to say those things to his sister, and then for you just to move it on along, girl, no. I hope you had a conversation and then took his phone and his microphone and his camera and everything after that. He's like 16 or 17. He knows better. Nick is he runs a YouTube channel. He knows better. You know what I'm saying? He's past that kind of punishment. If he's talking like that in front of her, he probably doesn't have rules. I agree. Nick is 16 or 17. Either way, I'm so curious how Tyler feels about this, because I can already tell you, what I can tell you is that my husband, if he heard anybody talking to me like that, he would come unglued. All right. Here's another post that says, what you guys don't seem to understand is that crap was edited hardcore that season. I'm not some weak A bitch that would stay in a relationship, especially if they dogged me on my body. My husband loves my body, and I gave him 4 beautiful children. You all will believe what you want. It angers me that people will truly think Ty is that way, and also makes me mad that you think I'm just some weak woman. Live a day here and you would truly see. The problem with that one season is that you only saw snips of conversations. Remember that there's usually more than what you see on TV. And then Tyler said, babe, it's fine. Seriously. Don't even worry about what these big conspiracies are that these people come up with, especially after watching 9-year-old clips from an edited show. I've already told you multiple times that I agree with some of what these people are saying, and I could definitely do better in my delivery with my words and have been more compassionate with helping you stay accountable with your goals, health, and safety. I know you always tell me there's nothing to apologize for, but I still want you to know that I'm very sorry if my words ever hurt you. That was never my intention. But regardless, people will believe what they want at the end of the day, even when you try to tell the truth. So just let them. You know I love you and adore you, and that's all that matters. Yeah, so they once again try to set the record straight that he was just to like hold her accountable. And the comments that was made, they were asked relentlessly by production about her weight. He commented on it, and they kind of twisted it to make it look the way that it did. But it's so wild. He's like, I don't like you because you fat shame my sister. Meanwhile, you fat, like, wow, really, dude? Try again. Another one. Can you come up with another reason for why you don't like him now? Because clearly that's not it. If you can do it, clearly you wouldn't have a problem with him doing it, right? Or maybe, I don't know. I do know some people, they're like, I can talk to my family like crap, but you cannot. So maybe it's like that for him. I don't know. Either way, you guys, I thought that was wild. I want to let you guys know I'm going to be doing a live panel later on the Magician Manners channel. And I would love for you guys to join us. I'm going to show you guys. I'll link it in the description box below. But what we're going to be talking about is, okay, right here, as you guys can see right here, it's going to be at 2 p.m. So in 2 hours, and I'm going to be on there. Charlotte's going to be on there, and who else? ReddittSend. So we are all obviously YouTubers. I did, and we're going to do that one next. We're going to do that video next. We're going to be talking about YouTube being like your full-time job, and it's going to be interesting, I think, anyways. So you guys join me later over on the Magician's Manners channel. Like I said, I'll be on there. Charlotte on the web, and then ReddittSend. Maybe I still can't talk today. I don't know. I remember back when Tyler saw a therapist and they discussed it, and the therapist explained to him how his choice of words were very hurtful. Yeah, he's apologized like 1,000,000 times over. So anyways, you guys leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you guys think about Cate's little brother literally going off on her, calling her a fat ass? Yes, please share the link. All apologies. If you haven't, please share it. All the while claiming that is his reason for not liking Tyler. Leave me your thoughts. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. There's the Magician's Manor. You guys can probably also click on his, well, there's a link right there. So in 2 hours, we'll be live over there. I'm going to do at least one more live here where we're going to go over the drama between Janelle and David Easton. So you guys follow me for that, or join me live for that in just a little bit. Bye, guys.